Hi. Uh, so in this, I'll explain you all the digital marketing terminologies. So as we have already seen in digital marketing, we have SEO, that is search engine optimization. Next comes your content marketing. Next is social media marketing. Next is paid advertising or PPC, that is pay per click. Next is email marketing, analytics and tracking, conversation rate optimization, affiliate marketing, marketing optimization, and general marketing terms. So what is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. So whenever someone goes to a specific browser and then they search something, it's not about a browser, or you can say it's like a search console that is similar to Google. So where someone goes and search any specific task or specific website or a specific data, it goes through their servers and it gets a specific list of all the pages or all the websites in which that specific data is available. So for that to happen, we need to have this SEO implemented in your websites. So whenever you work in your SEO part, it gets registered with these people, and there are examples as Google, Yahoo, Bing, Yelp, and then some local platforms. So all these are called as search platforms, search engine platforms. That's why it is called as search engine optimization, because we are optimizing these engines. So in that, first is SEO, that you are optimizing your website to rank higher in the search engines. Next is SERP. SERP is nothing but search engine result page. So whenever you search with a specific keywords, you get a list that is called SERP. That is your engine results page. What your engine gets as per your keywords. So next is the keyword, as I said, the word or phrase that you use to search. So if at all you are looking for any cakes in Hyderabad, you look for cakes in Hyderabad. You look for any midnight deliveries, you look for midnight cake deliveries in Hyderabad. If you are looking for any shoes, you look for shoes in Hyderabad or in Vidyanagar or in Malakpet or in Madhapur, wherever you are. Or if at all you are in Delhi, you look for shoes in Delhi or bakeries near me. So all these are the keywords that you use to get your data. Next is on-page SEO. On-page SEO is optimizing elements on your website. That is like you make the modifications in your content, title, and meta tags. So all these are on-page SEOs. Why do we need this? Because whenever your bot crawls through your website, these bots are for search engines. So it can be Google, it can be Yahoo, it can be Bing, or any other search engines. You have shared your website for crawling. So whenever the crawling happens, it looks for your on-page SEO. That is whether you have given a proper title. So if at all you have given a title for your page as games or PC games, or you have given it as food or recipes, and inside that it just says how can you remove the food stains, so both doesn't match, so the crawl will give you a negative review for that. Negative review is nothing but a negative marking. So depending on that, it will your page gets ranked for this SERP, that is engine search engine results page. So as per that, it comes on the first or second or the third, or it can even come on the 10th page or 14th page if at all you are not at all maintaining it properly. Next comes your off-page SEO. Off-page SEO is done outside your website, that is to improve its authority and rankings. So off-page SEO is nothing but how much fast your page is loading, how much weight your domain has, how much old is your domain, is it new, someone has purchased this recently, how many times the website has been launched in the specific domain, or the domain has been idle for last 10 years. It is there in the market but it's idle for 10 years or more than 10 years, it's been recently done. All these things will be considered into this part. So that is how where your off page SEO works. Next is your backlink. Backlink is nothing but a link from another website to yours. So whenever you go for any specific websites like Quora or any other forums, you can see that there inside these questions they might see that some answers are having a links to their own website where the specific topic has been handled over there, or specific services are given by them. So those are called backlinks. So whenever you create a website, you see that people add it in LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, so YouTube, or social media platforms. That is also counted as backlink. So how many times your page is being called, that much weight gets to your website. So it's like ranking given to your website, how many times it has been doing and all. So say I have, your initial rank is 0 for your website. You have added it to YouTube plus 1. You have added it to Instagram plus 2. Instagram and then LinkedIn, it's 3. You have added it in TikTok 4. You have added it in 5 platforms or 6 social media platforms. So your page rank or a website rank is 6. And then someone has, or you have gone to Quora and you have added your services page to that specific services under that services question, then it is also counted as plus 1, that is 7. So similarly people will do it for multiple places. That is how your backlink is done. So there are two different options. One is organic backlinks, where you manually go and keep it is a genuine, and the second one is non-organic, that is you don't know where it has been posted, but people come through it. It can be a long run backlink, or it can be a short run backlink. So every week it gets loaded. It's not about a specific week, it's about the specific time. So whenever their website is crawled and your link is available in their website, your points get added. It's just like a referral. So whenever they have your website mentioned, you get a point. So that is how backlink is critical to your website. Next is meta title. This is the title of your page that you can see on search. That is, whenever someone searches, you get a title and then some description. So you can just go on and click on that, you will get redirected. So this title explains what your page is, what you are explaining, and everything. Next is your meta description. It is a short summary of the page that appears under the SERPs. So that is how it is working and all. So let me show you an example here. So if at all I just go and search Chrome, and then I have gone to Google. So I'll search here for Nike shoes. So Nike shoes is your keyword. First one is official Nike India. This is the title, and then you can see that gear up for sport and style product designed for performance and comfort. That is your description, and all this is your SERP results, that is search engine results page. Okay, so this page has been working for Nike shoes, so that's why it's on the top. And one more thing is, Nike is the brand that we are looking, so we will get a Nike on the top. If at all we go and look for Reebok, first page you see Reebok. So it is also depending on your branding or domain, you can say. So this is your website. ERPs, how it is done. So this is an example for your search engine optimization. Next comes as content marketing. So content marketing is nothing but you can create and share valuable content to attract and engage a target audience. So whenever I go to this specific page, first I'll go to this Reebok page. You see here they are having some specific contents. So it is, first they are having running, the category based, and then what you're shopping for, is it for men shoes and everything, shopping for new arrivals, it is for explore walking, it is recommendations. So all this content will be decided by a content marketer, so who knows how to market specific contents. And the next is a blog. So for marketing your content, you need to write a blog on specific topics. So whenever I go here and then I'll go and search best AI tools, best AI tools for SEO. So first I got Adobe. So these are sponsored results. Just remember this. I'll just tell you where this gets fitted. So next I come with onelittleweb.com. So what is this onelittleweb.com? So this is a blog page. So summary table, there are 15 SEO tools. But if I go to One Little Web, you see what is this? Rank in search and AI with our link building service agency. So this is an agency which gives you or helps you for getting 50 to 90 backlinks that outranks competitors, and then it has domain approved. As I said, you need to have an proper approach where your website is shown. So these are the domain approved ones, contextual placements that feel natural, organic, the what I discussed with you. So it's a 30-day risk-free trial also. So they are giving these services. So why do you think that when these guys are giving us services, why do you think these guys need to write a blog on SEO tools? Because it is nowhere near to it. And if they have these SEO tools, they'll be having a competitor created only, because these guys are giving a strategy which is backlink providing and all. So the major thing is, whenever some people will search for these SEO tools, they remember the website where they have seen, and they'll try to see that what are the services they are providing. So these are all the strategy to keep public in your website. So how does this helps us? First of all, in content it is helping. Second is, some user is investing some time in your page or a website, so it is an advantage. So it results in reduced bounce ratio. That is, if 10 people are visiting 10 minutes, then your bounce ratio will be very less. That will be 10% or 15%. So how much useful blogs you are creating, that much people will spend time on. That is where it helps to Google understand, okay, you are a guy who is providing the proper content where it is needed for the specific user, and the user is satisfied with your content. That's why he's visiting your page multiple times, or he is spending more time at your website. So all these are advantages of blog. Next is content strategy. So you need to strategize on what kind of content you are showcasing. As I said, since this guy is dealing with SEO, he is publishing it. So all the blogs related to this will be on SEO only. He won't be saying like these are the popular shoes. So if I just go back here, I'll go back and I'll say best running shoes in India. So you see men's road and trail running shoes. These guys selling the shoes. So these guys giving some data on running the shoes. 7 best running shoes in 2026. So this guy has written a blog where along with the blog he has also sharing that best daily trainer, best daily tempo. So all the data is seen here. So why he is writing these things? Because he is a content creator. So you see, if you just go with runrepeat.com, he is a content creator for specific shoes that is based on your running and all. So he creates these contents. So for that specific reason, he writes these blogs. So again, it also helps him because it is related or it's aligning to his business. That is how you need to strategize your content. Next is CTA, call to action. Next is evergreen content. So the content that remains relevant and valuable over a long period. So it should not be changing. You should not change the blogs now and then. If needed, you can create your own blogs, you can create a new blogs where you can place the new content. Next is CTA, that is call to action, a prompt that encourages users to take a specific action. So if at all I'm interested, I'm just going to a third party website where I saw the ad, then I'll just go and click on it. As I shown you here, I have gone to this top link building. Here I'll just click on running. I'll just click on this. So it got redirected here. I can see the prompts and all. At the same time, at the bottom you have this ads running. If at all you are not interested in this, if I go back, I'll go here, and then I have searched something called this. So inside this, whenever I click on this free trial, that is called call to action. So I have gone from tested website to, you see, onelittleweb.com to, I have redirected to semrush.com. So semrush is a website. So now what happens here is semrush will pay to onelittleweb.com if it is official one. Otherwise, as I said to you, the backlink. So this is also counted as a backlink. So whenever someone has written the free trial, he has included semrush.com in this link. That's why we are getting redirected. So now what happening is semrush.com is getting a backlink from onelittleweb.com. So semrush has got +1 points. So whenever someone searches for this SEMrush or AI SEO platforms, you will get that. So I will show you that also. Now again I am going to Google AI SEO platform. AI SEO platform. When I search, you see first is OneLittleWeb, second is also this. You see cranking.com, jasper.in, justwords.in. So all these are the people who are having more keywords compared to SEMrush. Okay, so you need to look for what it is. So if at all I again go here, free AI tools for SEO optimization. You see here I got a different results, search results. So if you can see here, onelittleweb.com is showing on the 3rd page. So this is how it is placed for 3rd ranking for your website, because for this specific keyword the SEO review tools and easel.ai has been working more. They are having more keywords and they are having more backlinks and they are having more domain authorities and everything. That's why they have placed on top 2 and the 3rd position is coming for OneLittleWeb. So depending on the keyword, your work, the positioning changes. So that is how it works. Next is lead magnet. So a free valuable resource offered to users in exchange for their contact info. So if at all you see some pages, they say fill in the contact and you can get $7 of free PDF books. That is how you get a lead magnet. So you know that okay, these guys are interested in specific books, so you have their data, and in the future if at all you have any huge kind of content for under that specific category, you can post them saying that this is the data we have and it costs you X dollars or X rupees. Depending on that, they'll get the leads. That is how you create your lead management. Next is content pillar. So in-depth content that covers a broad topical and supports cluster content. So if at all you say any services, I'll go here and I look for web designing. So yeah, web designing services. So this is a website company that has been working on that specific keyword. So it has all the data. You see web design, web to web is a blah blah blah. Whatever content they have written, web development, mobile application development, e-commerce development, WordPress, Shopify. I have been in this page. So I am being looking for all the content. So the website is having some data for that specific keyword, and since I'm spending some time in this, now Google understands that okay, this guy is having some data, so it will show this page on the top till some other competitors are coming in, where if at all I just came in, I just exited as soon as I came in, then the Google understands that okay, there is no specific data in that, that's why the user has left. So that is how your content pillar works. Next is your social media marketing. Once you have created your business, then you need to spread across in all the social media so that people will understand. At the same time, you'll get a backlink. At the same time, in the current scenario, I wanted to add this thing. Till la AI era, the social media, sorry, the website, digital marketing was majorly focused on SEO and then SMM, depending on how much bigger the client is. But in this AI era, everything is playing a role. So now you can see that whenever I go to my Google, you have something called AI mode. So if I just switch to AI mode, it gives me a different response. Okay, so if I go here and then say, you see, I'll cancel this. Yeah, I'll go to Google and then I'll ask web designing services. Here, my first list is fieldpixel.in. Next is Lahari Technologies. Next is Leadzo, app.leadzo. Now, when I switch to AI mode, I'll get a different response. Okay, you see here what it is saying: e-commerce platform building secure online storefronts complete with shopping. So it is just giving me a generalized, and here the top rated web agencies, that is VS Techno Solutions, Namaste Net, 4 Max Designers, Way to Webs, Seacon Digital. Now you can see that all these agencies are now nowhere mentioned in all. That is on your direct search. You see, you got Zerozilla, you got Way to Webs, you got 4 Max Designers. But when you go to AI mode, you have 4 Max Designers, you have Way to Webs in the last fourth position, and 4 Way Max Designers in the second position. And you can nowhere see VS Techno Solutions. So in this AI era, how many times your website is getting showcased in all the social media platforms, that much weightage is given to your specific brand. So what happens in this digital marketing era with AI era is, going forward in 2 or 3 years, there will be no search engine. They will be completely with AI. So whatever AI says, people will follow that. If AI says abc.com is good, they'll directly go and follow ABC. So what would happen with other organizations? They should either directly have a connection with the people by having advertising their things, or they should work more so that AI itself suggests their organization. So for that, they need to focus on all these fields. That is, their content should be proper, their SEO should be handled, and their marketing should be done properly in social media. So social media marketing is promoting their products or services through social media platforms. And then your reels or posts, whatever it is on specific to the platform, it should be having engagement. That is, people should like it, or they should comment, or they should share, or they should at least say. Why? Because these tells that your data is good and people are interested in your data or services. If they are no one liking it, then the algorithm starts showcasing your things to the users, and then you need to have followers, so that even if your website is not getting shown in the AI mode, you have these followers and you can directly send them the data of your or update of your services, so that they can opt for it. Next is reach. Same, the number of unique users who see your content. How many unique users are there? As I said, your website can be seen, you can get a review that says 100 views, but it doesn't mean 100 people has viewed. Same person could have viewed 3 times or 4 times, or even he could have come with 10 times visits. So this is how you need to segregate with core users or unique users. How these unique users are segregated: it can be segregated through email, it can be segregated to their IP, how they are handling it or approaching your website. Depending on this, you can handle these things called the reach. Next is impressions. Impressions are nothing but how many times your specific ad, your specific website is shown to the user. If at all I just refresh it 4 times and your ad got showed 4 times in the YouTube, that means your impression count is 4. Though unique user is 1, your impression count is 4. So every time your impression counts will be high compared to the unique users. Next is hashtag, a keyword or phrase preceded by hash to categorize content. So in social media, everything is under hashtag. It is nothing but a categories. So if you had proper hashtags, these all get in and added under those specific hashtags, and people who are following those hashtags will be shown with your content or your data. And if they like your data and they are staying more, or kind of interaction is happening, as I said here, call to action or any lead magnet content is there, then your reels are shown to more people. So it first starts showing for 50 people. If at least 25 people are showing interest and they are having somewhere around 10 to 15 seconds of turnaround of your content, then they will show it for more people. If it is somewhere around 1 to 2 seconds, then show it to less people. Next is influencer marketing. So if at all you have this product where you are unable to go with SEO or content marketing, then you can go with an influencer, where that influencer will showcase your product in their specific channel or in their specific reel or story by tagging you in that or tagging your business in that. So why? Because already more people are following that influencer. They have some believe in that specific influencer. They trust him or her. So whatever the influencer says, they understand and they plan to give it a try. So that's why we can go with an influencer. But whenever you are going with an influence marketing, you need to do some proper base research where you can understand what the influencer is, how they are doing. So next is paid advertising. So as I said before, remember about the sponsors. So when I go for all, you can see a sponsor button here. Yeah, so web designing services, or this. So what I'll do here is I'll just go here, I'll type all and then I'll search for Reebok shoes. So you see sponsored result. So Reebok has paid some money. So whenever someone looks for Reebok shoes, Reebok should be coming first. So this is called paid advertising. So you pay to the platform to showcase your product or your website on the top. So it can be the same brand or someone who's already writing content on this brand can also be on the top. As we have seen these SEO tools, AI SEO tools. So sponsored is Adobe, which says AI search optimization tools. Adobe is having something called AI search optimization tools. So for that he wanted to sponsor. Why do we sponsor is whenever some new user comes in, you are telling him that you are in the market with some new feature. It's not needed he directly comes and clicks you, but you are just making your presence in online. So next is your ad impressions, I have just said. Next is your click through rate. So the percentage of users who click your ad after seeing. So again this is your analytics. So how many people has visited, that is 1000 people has visited your website or a specific ABC website, and the ad for DEF company has been showed in that ABC website multiple times. That is impressions. Next is any specific end user has gone through that specific ad and then he has clicked. That is called click through rate. And he has completed purchasing. That is called conversion. Okay, sorry, how many users, like 1000 users came, impressions are 500, 10 members have clicked and 2 members have purchased. These 2 members are called conversion. Next is cost per click. So how much money the company is paying for that specific platform to get the user to his business is the amount called cost per click. Next is cost per acquisition, the cost of acquiring one customer or lead. So whenever the conversation happens, they also again have a certain amount given to these engines, because of these engines only the user could have come to that specific page and make the payment. So how this is recorded? So this is a technical approach. So whenever we have something called cookies, so in these cookies all these details are stored, what the browser what the user has searched through the browser, and what are the contents he has gone through, and did he purchased it or not. So all this data is again sent back to the server. It is something that happens at the back. It is a separate sector from there, or a separate path. Next is quality secure, a metrics used by ad platforms to assess the relevance and quality of your ads. So it just checks how much time it is taking, how much time people are looking at it, how much time they are spending, how is it, and how it can perform well. So all these are there. Next comes your email marketing. Whatever product you have launched in the market, you need to approach more people in the market. So if at all you are having some shop in Vidyanagar or in Madhapur, and you want to everyone to know about him, then you can go with email marketing. And if at all you are doing world national wide deliveries, then email marketing is the best approach, where you no need to have any physical store. You can directly start at home emailing everyone on a order basis. You can start placing it. Sorry. Next is a subscriber, a user who has opted in to receive your emails. So whenever you are sending your email, you need to have a consent. So these subscribers are a consent. So everyone first consents, then only they will become a subscriber for your web page. So if at all there are subscribers, then you can say that they had agreed to the consent. So whenever you go to a specific page, it says that okay, I agree, or it says whenever you click on subscribe, you get a pop-up, you click on okay, and then you start getting a notification in your mails depending on that for that specific business. That is what email marketing is and subscribing is. Next is open rate. So there are third party tools where you can know if a user has opened your mail and has gone through your mail. So that is what an open rate is. So you say you have sent email to 100 members and then only 10 members have opened it. That is a conversation rate. That is next, click rate, percentage of recipients who clicked on the links in your email. So they have seen and they have clicked. Next is bounce rate, the percentage of emails that could not be delivered. So that could not be delivered is, it can be either they have not opened it, or the emails that you have with you is not a genuine one or a correct one. So it has failed. So you need to kind of have a proper set of data. Next is unsubscribe user. So the percentage of recipients who opt out of your email list. So if you are spamming them with your emails, that is sending one after the other daily, or sending 4 to 5 emails to them, they get vexed up and then they go to unsubscribe. So there is again a condition that whoever is having a subscribe option, they should also give an unsubscribe option to the users, so that they can unsubscribe from that email list whenever they need it. It is a policy that has to be in place. Next is drip campaign, a series of automated emails sent over time to nurture leads. So every week you will send a email. So if at all you see Netflix or Amazon, on weekly basis they send these are the new movies or series that has been added or removed or anything. So to keep the users up to date, at the same time to inform the users that they are your subscribers and they have some tasks to do. That is, they have to go and watch some movies so that they interact with your portal, or they can do something related to your portal. And then next is your analytics and tracking. So you have done all the things. Now comes your tracking part. How do you track this? So you have multiple tracking tools. So where you need to have this analytics done, the process of collecting, analyzing and interpreting data. So to happen all the above things, you need to have an analytic tracker installed in your website. That depends on multiple search engines. Search engine provider, that is Google has a different approach, Yahoo has a different, Bing has a different. So it depends on it. Next, they, as I said, brown bounce rate. They look the percentage of visitors who leave your site after viewing only one page. And then you have session, a group of interactions the user has with your website, as I already mentioned it. So if you have all the proper things on the top level, your analytics will be good. And then page views, the total number of pages viewed by your user. So each user is a unique. So how it is done? It is done through cache and IP address of that specific user. So same user can come from 10 different devices and it will be counted as 10 views. But same user coming from 10 different browsers is not considered as 10 different views. It is considered as only one view. Next is conversion rate optimization. So CRO, the process of improving your website or content to increase conversation. That is, if at all your website is not having a good attraction to the users, they are coming, but they are not leaving early, but at the same time they are not staying for the more time. Then you need to go for conversation rate optimization. And then a landing page, a standalone page designed to convert visitors into leads. So apart from your main website, you can see that multiple ads will be having a different website and a different landing page, because landing page attracts more users and it can happen for leads. If at all you redirect them to a home page, there are less chances that they won't go till contact. They might stop after seeing some two or three services. Instead of that, first we'll send them to a landing page where it shows a limited data of your services and then a form. They'll fill it. Once they fill, then you redirect them to your website. There they can get your more details. So first you are capturing your lead and then you are redirecting them to your website. Next is A/B testing, that is comparing two versions of a page or ad to see how which one is performing better. There will be two different approaches so that you know how it is, because there is no specific written pattern that says okay, if you follow like this it will happen, because each website is unique, each product is unique. Even though Reebok is shoes, Nike also shoes, same implementation doesn't work for both. You need to first understand their business, their audience, how it is working and everything. Next is affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing is, I have a product, so I own a company and I am running a campaign where I am selling water bottles, you can say, or designer water bottles. So I have my own website, but I am having less attraction. So we have discussed something about influencer marketing. So what people will do is they create a video or they create a post which has a description about your product and they have a link. So they are your online marketing guy. So what they'll do is they'll explain your product, they'll create a blog, they'll explain your product, and at the bottom of the product they'll keep a link. When they click, either they can directly purchase it from their website or they get redirected to your business and they'll buy it from there. Then what it happens, that is nothing but affiliate, an individual or company that promotes a product for a commission. That is, if at all the product is for $10 and the user has purchased it, and you will be giving some discount to them, along with it you will have a track that okay, from ABC website I have got some $50 revenue. So what you will do is you will give some percentage, that is either 1%, 2%, depending on your interest. It will be less, but you will be sharing some things. So whenever you are having a, you can affiliate with your Amazon or any of the online portals. Even you can affiliate with Reebok or Nike. So they have their own set of rules. So for that you need to have your own website and there should be a minimum of X users visiting or X views on a daily basis. Then only they'll sign up with you. So you need to submit your website, they'll observe it for a week and then they'll approve on those things if at all it meets their criteria. So for that you have something called referral link. Why do I need a referral link? So referral link says that okay, it has come from ABC. So all these details are in that referral link, because I need to have a track from where it is coming. It can, because You are the only one who's having, I mean, like, I'm the only one who's giving an affiliate marketing to you. But for me, there are multiple people who are doing affiliating for me. So I need to see that who is giving it. Depending on that, I'll decide whether to continue the affiliate or not. Because if some four companies are there and company four is not giving me any revenue from past 3 months and there are no users coming in, then I'll just go directly upfront and I'll break the contract with them for affiliate marketing and all. Next comes is your cookie, a small file used to track user activity, as I said. So, if at all, how affiliate marketing works is the user comes. So, first I have visited abc.com. In that, he has given a Reebok shoes description. I have liked it. I started clicking on it for buying it. When I click on it, I get redirected to Reebok.com. So what happens is at the Reebok.com website, a cookie gets created by the website. In that cookie, the data is stored like user ID is my IP address. User came from the affiliate from abc.com website and user has visited these products 1, 2, 3. So I stopped purchasing. I didn't just purchase it. I just went to the cart and I have added it. But after 1 week, I have purchased it. But there is no record saying that this user has come from ABC and then he has purchased it. So for that reason, we'll maintain these cookies. So what the end user will do is, I mean the business holder will do is, he'll compare this cookie along with the purchases and he sees that okay, this guy has purchased this product because he has come from this website. So for with this reference, a percentage of commission is given to the guy who is affiliating his product. So this is how affiliate marketing works. Next is marketing automation. So right now with the AI era, you before AI also there was automation, but now you have more exposure towards automating the things you can do. So you set up a certain automation process done where you set up a campaign which says that on Saturday morning 10 o'clock it will be sent to all your subscribers. You don't need to do it manually on Saturday because these big brands they'll set up these automations done. Depending on that automation, it gets implied automatically. So for this there will be a workflow which has a certain conditions. If certain criteria are met, then these automations will work. So assigning points to leads based on their behavior and engagement, and then nature camping, a campaign designed to build relations with leads and everything, a trigger, an event which triggers all these actions. So all these are a part of marketing automation. And the last is general marketing terms, that is branding. You need to see your brand. If at all you are accepting any digital marketing, branding is also one of your task. And then target audience, you need to understand your business, understand your audience. And then value proposition, that is the unique benefit your product or services offers to customers. How to attract, because same product shoes there are multiple brands. Why only Reebok? Why only Nike? Why only Jordan? You should be having some explanation. One is soft, one is for running, one is for daily purpose, anything. So you need to understand your value, that is business value. Next is ROI. You need to also understand return on investment. So doing all this digital marketing, it can be an ad, it can be an issue, everything is related to your money. So you need to see that you are investing X amount, which is returning you somewhere around 4x or 3x. But you are investing X amount and you are not having a revenue, you are just getting X by 2 revenue, then there is no point of doing digital marketing for that product. Or you are missing out something, because of that you are into losses. So you need to understand all these things. Next is marketing funnel. That is the journey from awareness to purchase through stages of a customer. So first you need to make a customer aware of your product or your business or your client's business. Then you need to show them why. Then you need to tell them what you are in the market. Then you need to tell them how they can opt that services or features or product, everything. So this is in brief about digital marketing terminologies and everything. So next is your SEO terminologies. So in SEO, as I said, SEO, SERP, organic traffic, keywords, ranking, everything you have done. Impression, clicks, CTR, crawl index, I have explained. Next is long tail keyword. Long tail keyword is a keyword which is very lengthy. So a longer, more specific keywords phrase with lower search volume but higher conversation potential. So depending on your customers business, you can decide with long tail keywords or short tail keywords. So long tail keywords are, so if at all I'm looking for a specific cake delivery, so I just go and type cake delivery in Hyderabad or midnight cake delivery in Hyderabad. It is a long keyword, but at the same time it's a specific one. So if at all I'm focusing for that specific feature or service, I'll focus on that keyword and my page will be shown on the top whenever someone searches that, because it is for that specific service. Since it is for a specific service, there will be less people focusing on those keywords because there are less people serving that criteria or that services. So it's you have a high rate of conversation for that. Next is search intent, the reason behind a user's search query. You need to understand from user perspective why they will search, how they will search. Next is on page SEO. I have already discussed it. Next, content optimization, title tag, meta description, headings, alt text, content gap. All these were already discussed. Next is crawlability. Same. How easily search engines can access and crawl your website. That is called crawlability. And then next is indexability, the ability of a page to be included in search engine index. As I said, whatever you see in the pages, those are called indexing, where it is indexed: first page, second page, third page, everything. Robots.txt, a file that tells search engine crawlers which page they can or cannot access. So it is similar to your sitemap. Next is sitemap, a file that lists important pages on your site to help search engine crawls and index them. Next is canonical tag. That is an HTML tag used to prevent duplicate contents issued by specifying the preferred version of a page. So you could have changed the page multiple times. So for that you will be using canonical tag so that it has a versioning like 1.1 and 1.2, so that the crawler doesn't treat it as a new page, and it also updates with the older content with the newer content whatever has been changed. And for all this you have something called HTTPS, that is secure network. So if a website is having a interaction with the user, even it is collecting a single email, the user will share the email only if the website is having HTTPS, that is security gateway. It is a basic requirement. If it is just running on HTTP, there is no HTTPS, then it is treated as a fraudulent. Next is your page speed, how much fast it is loading, mobile friendly, how friendly it is appearing in the mobile. Is all the content visible or some content is getting cropped or it is cutting? Everything is observed here. And next is core web vitals, that is a set of metrics that measures real world user experience. Next is off page SEO. I have explained already the backlink, the referring domain, and then the domain authority, page authority, anchor text, link building. All this I have explained. So these are local SEO terms, that is Google business profile, you have created it or not, NPA consistency, local citations, local pack. So whether you have done it with your local providers also. Next is same analytics, sessions, bounce rate, conversion. We have already discussed all these things. So these are the terminologies. Next comes your content marketing terminology. So for that, first you need to have strategy and planning. Content strategy, content builders, document, buyer persona, everything I have discussed. You need to have a content calendar. So which content goes on which day, depending on your campaigns or depending on your product, you need to understand all these things and you need to create a content calendar. And then you have editorial plan, a detailed plan that includes topics, formats, owners, and everything, who will be doing it. And then content audit, so that you see that no specific unnecessary data or any wrong information is going. The management says there is 10%, but by mistake it went with the typo as a 30%, or the management said for per click it is $0.01, and by the typo it went as $0.1 and it got approved. It creates a huge difference whenever you are running a campaign. So $0.01 and $0.1 is huge. When I say huge, if at all 1 lakh members are using, it creates a huge difference. So whenever you are working on a content marketing, you need to see that your content is unique. It should not be a copied one from any other pages. If it finds out, then your page will be banned or your page will not be indexed. And then you need to have a content. It should not be having any copyrighted issues, images or content in that. So you need to have an initial version before you publish it. You edit and then refine it. So as I said, for distribution we can have a share, you can share it for a wider audience, that is through email marketing and all, or you can have your own channel, whether it is website, blog or email list, or you can even have it exposed to others, or you can go with promotion, that is you can pay and then you can promote it in any other websites. Again, as I said, social media sharing or influencer outreach, or you have something called content sharing content with a small group to encourage early engagement, where you have limited subscribers and all. So and then you can even increase the reach of content through paid or strategic promotions. How you can promote at what time, where the users are free, so that they can interact with that content, and then republishing the content on third party platforms to reach new audiences. So these are the approaches for content marketing. So you need to have these KPIs, content performance. You need to have an eye at traffic, how many people are coming, how many people are engaging, what is the bounce rate, how much time they are spending on a page, how much conversation is being done, how many leads are generated, what is the ROI. And the types are, it can be blog post, it can be a white paper, it can be a case study, it can be an ebook, it can be an infographic or a video or a podcast or a webinar or a newsletter. So all these comes under content marketing only. So it can be a storytelling, it can be a brand voice, it can be a content governance, anything. So this is how your content marketing works.